Trained to analyze facts with clarity, interpret the law with fidelity, and test every action against the standards of justice and fairness. That discipline is needed now more than ever. The recent agenda demands that we rebuild our state on the foundations of integrity, constitutionalism, and competence. Lawyers must serve as both the conscience and the actors of this process. We must help design systems that shine arbitrariness and open the way to transparency, accountability, and fairness. Our great party, the NDC, has consistently recognized the importance of governance that inspires confidence and for leadership that restores trust. When we speak of a reset, we do not merely speak of a change in government. We speak of a deliberate recalibration of governance to improve the lives of our people, to realign state institutions with the constitutional purpose, and to restore faith in democracy. This is not the work of slogans or speeches alone. It is the work of deep thought, of credible policy, and of principled leadership. And in all this, the role of the NDC lawyer is indispensable. In fact, without you, we may not have arrived at the stage as a party. When it comes to appointments in public service, the reason is apparent. Our leaders understand that governments stand or fall on the quality of the people who lead them. Appointments are not merely about filling positions. They aim to instill a culture of legality, discipline, and a sense of duty in high offices. The government relies on you, the NDC lawyers, because your judgment is trusted. Indeed, we cannot gather here without acknowledging that this government has appointed some of you to various roles of trust and responsibility. Ministers and deputy ministers, chief executives and deputy chief executives, and members of government boards. This appointment reflects the confidence reposed in you by both the party and the president. Yet I am mindful that not all of you have received such appointments. Those comrades, I say this, do not do so, do not do so. Your contributions here are vital, your commitment is noted, and the future is bright. The call to service comes in many forms, and when your time comes, the party and the nation will look to you to lead. And believe you me, even when postmasters are on strike, we will make sure they deliver your appointment letter for the continuous. This conference should remind us that our responsibilities extend beyond advocacy in courtrooms. They extend to shaping the architecture of governance and the future of our party. Whether in private practice, academia, civil society, or public service, we are bound by a standard duty to use our skills for the good of the people. We must participate in the drafting of policies, be vigilant in drafting or review contracts, and be committed to the fight against corruption, while also being bold in providing solutions to the present social and economic challenges of our time. The party and the nation expect from you more than technical expertise. They expect leadership grounded in the rule of law. Let us also remember that the work of a lawyer is never neutral when it comes to pursuit of justice. In times of difficulty, lawyers must stand with their people. We must ensure that laws passed by Parliament respect the rights and dignity of citizens. We must watch those and ensure that the processes of government are not captured for private gain. As social democrats, we must ensure that when our courts are approached by the vulnerable, they are not denied justice by reason of being poor, delay, or intimidation. This is the higher calling of the profession, and it is the role of NDC lawyers to ensure that this calling shapes the agenda of the government reset. The party's vision cannot be translated into durable institutions or laws without the support of the lawyers. In that regard, this valuable network of NDC lawyers is not only an intellectual resource for the party, but also the engine room of policy formulation, its governance, and its renewal. Our party rely on you to scrutinize bills before they are passed, to anticipate the legal implications of reforms, and to craft solutions for our economic research agenda. In this regard, I urge every lawyer present to see yourself not merely as a participant in body activity, but as a custodian of the national duty. Take this as a solemn charge. The research agenda will be judged not only by policies announced backed by the league to ensure that those frameworks are sound, constitutional, and future-proof. As we deliberate at this conference, let us recommit ourselves to service. Let us dedicate our knowledge to strengthening the party and through it strengthening the republic. Let us build a government that is accountable to its citizens, respectful of its laws, and committed to fairness in all things. Let us remember that when the people look to the NDC for leadership, they are ultimately seeking guidance from the party's lawyers on how to build a lawful, just, and equitable society. The research agenda, in essence, is a call to service. And service is the highest expression of leadership. As Chief of Staff, I assure you that your contributions are valued at every act of the government, and we do appreciate it. The President and the leadership rely on you. The government listens to you, and the party depends on you. Together, let us rise to this responsibility for the sake of our democracy, for the progress of our nation, and for the dignity of our people. Thank you all.
Before our General Secretary concludes this part for us, we want to invite us, Austin, to come and say something short on behalf of the lawyers. And I hope that you have been briefed properly.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson.
But our big men will still be here even after the president are gone. Then you can all even have opportunity to interact. So please, we don't want to have any up and down. So the cameras are too alert as our speakers were speaking. So I have the honor to introduce one of our own, His Excellency, Namwali, on his way to Brazil. Ambassador to Brazil. Honorable His Excellency Namwali. We had our legal director also working when the proceedings was going on. Honorable NDC. Is a long face. We also have our senior lawyer here. He also walked in when your speech was on. Very, very senior Aziz Bamba. Please rise for them. Please a round of applause, Aziz Bamba. Then our General Secretary also walked in. Is there any person I'm going to introduce? I see Honorable Susu, who is the speaker at this conference. Please rise for I see he is the speaker at this conference. I have seen somebody, I don't like introducing him in public. But the moment you introduce him, somehow there's fear and panic. Honorable Debrah is here. I remember the moment he walked into Abetia. Before he gets to Abetia, everywhere he wako, over there. You know, so that is all Debrah for you. Then, finally, the last but not the least, our General Secretary, who everybody knows has been a long-time member of Parliament, and now the General Secretary that took us into government, Honorable Fifi Fiadu.
Going through all the protocol, my former Attorney General, Marietta, thank you so much for the wonderful work done by every one of you. I stand here first on behalf of the party to thank every single one of you for the great job done into the December 7 elections. If I'm happy that we are in Kumasi, because in this particular region, it's one of the places where your work was absolutely immovable. Part of the reason why we were able to do what we did in strongholds of the enemy was again because you were virtually in all critical police stations. You were there, and you helped across the country as well. So I cannot thank you enough for standing up when it mattered in order to help us achieve what we achieved on December 7, 2024. We thank you immensely. I also want to use the opportunity to commend all of us for having supported His Excellency the President over the last, let's say, 8 months in office to start the process of resetting this beautiful nation. I just have a few comments I want to make. One of the first things I want to say is that the good book says righteousness and justice are the foundation of history. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of history. If it is that we want to achieve a reset, it definitely must be on the foundation of doing what is right and making sure that we bring ultimate justice to our society. We have a nation whose motto is freedom and justice. So effectively, our country aligns with that important belief that righteousness and justice must be the foundation of what we do. We also have a party that principally and essentially was founded